The Seattle Seahawks just climbed the mountain and planted their flag as Super Bowl 60 champions. But while the confetti is still being swept off the streets of Seattle, the floodgates have officially burst open on an offseason that is moving at light speed. We are talking about a coaching staff being raided by the rest of the league, a massive hunt for a new offensive mastermind, and a staggering 15 roster moves made in a single day that will define the depth of this dynasty. If you thought winning it all meant things would slow down, you couldn't be more wrong. The hunt for a repeat starts right now. Before we break down every single name on this massive list and look at who might be leading this offense next year, do me a huge favor, hit that like button, share this with your fellow 12s, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a second of this historic Super Bowl defense. Can we just take a second to appreciate the sheer insanity of what we just witnessed? Sam Darnold didn't just resurrect his career. He steered this ship to a Lombardi trophy, and Jackson Smith-Njigba just put up the greatest receiving season in franchise history to take home Offensive Player of the Year. But success has a price, and right now, that price is being paid in our coaching room. With Clint Kubiak officially heading to Las Vegas to take over the Raiders, head coach Mike Macdonald is already in the lab looking for the next genius to call plays. The search is staying home for now. We've got 4 massive in-house names getting their shot this week: Andrew Giannacco, Jake Peetz, Justin Outen, and Mac Brown. This is exactly what you want to see if you value continuity. Why break something that just won you a ring? Personally, I'm keeping my eyes locked on Jake Peetz. Look at what he did with the passing game this year. He turned JSN into a household name and helped Sam Darnold look like a first-ballot Hall of Famer. But here is the stress. Every single one of these guys is also a target for Kubiak to poach for his staff in Vegas. It's a game of chess, and Macdonald has to move fast. Question of the day: out of those 4 internal candidates, Giannacco, Peetz, Outen, or Brown, who do you trust the most to keep this high-powered offense rolling? Or do you think we need to look outside the building for fresh blood? Let me know in the comments below. And it's not just the offense. Our defense, which ranked number 1 in scoring this year, is also under fire. Carl Scott, the architect behind that elite secondary, is officially interviewing with the Arizona Cardinals for their defensive coordinator spot. Losing Scott to a division rival would be a massive blow, especially after he helped develop stars like Devin Witherspoon and Rick Woolen into the most feared tandem in the league. On top of that, wide receivers coach Frisman Jackson is also getting a look from the Raiders for their OC job. It's the ultimate good problem to have, but it doesn't make it any less nerve-wracking for us fans. But while the coaches are being courted, the front office has been busy securing the future of the roster. The Seahawks just signed 15 players to futures contracts, and there are some names here that you absolutely need to pay attention to. We brought back veteran running backs Cam Akers and Velus Jones Jr. These two were massive insurance policies for us down the stretch, especially with Zach Charbonnet dealing with that late-season injury. Keeping that veteran presence in the room is a masterclass move by the front office. Then you look at the young talent. We've got guys like Jacardia Wright, who was a preseason standout, and Tyrone Broden, a 6'4" target with massive upside who just needs that one opportunity to explode. We also locked in the speedster Ricky White III. This kid has 1,400-yard potential written all over him if he can find a spot in this rotation. When you've got guys like Leonard Williams and Jarran Reed on the wrong side of 30, you have to start planting seeds on the defensive line, and that's exactly what signings like J.R. Singleton and Bubba Thomas are all about. When you look at the depth chart for 2026, you realize that Macdonald isn't just looking for stars. He's looking for guys who can step up when the inevitable injury bug bites. Remember how nobody expected a guy like Ty Okada to become a crucial piece of this safety rotation until he was forced into action. That's the culture here. One of these 15 guys is going to make a game-winning play for us next year. It's just the Seahawks way. This offseason is going to be a gauntlet. We have coaches to hire, a title to defend, and a roster to build. The rest of the league is hungry to knock us off our throne. But if this team has proven anything, it's that they thrive when the pressure is at its highest. We're going to be tracking every single interview and every minor signing as they happen. I'm heading over to social media right now to keep the debate going on who should be the next OC. So make sure you're following me there for all the real-time updates. This journey is just getting started, and we are going to be living and breathing every move until we're hoisting that trophy again. Stay loyal, stay loud, and as always, Keep pounding. Would you like me to create a deep dive script specifically on the 4 internal candidates for the offensive coordinator position and their play calling styles?